This is our room in Malta. We're right on the pool and the beach. Not sure what this is.
Casino.
Casino?
Mm-hmm.
So, nice room.
Please watch your step.
Watch your head. It really is underground.
Cool.
These are weird steps. Be careful.
Yes, careful.
This is quite an incline.
Sam, be careful of those steps.
Yep.
Put up on them, okay. Okay.
Lascaris is the name of the Grand Master who built the original tunnel. In fact, this battery over here, which we just came, the garden, was a gun battery, and it was called Lascaris Battery. Right? So basically, it's the area. In fact, even the customs house is called Lascaris Wharf, because that's the name of the Grand Master in whose time it was built. Right? Remember? Yes, 1570, 1600s, you know. Right? So we're off down the tunnels. Now imagine the tunnel itself dates from the time of the knights. There was originally in the plan of Valletta a plan for this ditch to actually link time consuming every day. So this is probably part of the easy passage from one side to the other.
There were a lot of women in.
This one is red.
Okay, doing the panels or the investment ones?
Yeah. Right. So is that all of you? No, right. How many? 15? How many of them? 15. 15, all right.
But we have to make sure that
Now we've got a tour guide and we're quite a bit distance underground. I wouldn't think that World War II bombs would bother this. Excuse me. Everything is as it was then. All the same furniture, all the same.
Haven't been back to you since 6 years actually. It's been a while. Now you guys just perfect traffic copies, it's not too hot. And the summer here is about 35 degrees every day. It's quite hot.
Is everybody here?
Nearly.
No, that's
All right. So, my name is Michael. Welcome to the Lascaris War. In 1842, that they decided the war rooms needed. It's amazing how fast technology moves. Welcome to the fighter control room. Now, some people think they used a giant ladder to move those individual squadron pieces. Even back
Looks like
then,
a card
there was
game.
safety, and the room behind it was actually used to move the individual board pieces themselves. Then use the plotting table itself. This used intent for 10,000 feet. And then they did not use enemy and friendly because enough look way too similar to each other, and you wouldn't want to confuse those in the middle of a war. So instead, they used H for hostile because F and H look ever so slightly more distinct. We all know English is a difficult language, even on a good day. Then we have our plotting point here. This was the 185 Squadron. This was a Spitfire Squadron. 8 for the number of aircraft. That noise you're hearing is the air ventilation system. All that pre-ducting installed at the beginning of the war, and as you can hear, still used to this day. So that'll be the air ventilation system kicking in on cue.
The brass can stand up here and
It's well, that's what I'm using my mirror.
view the situation.
Right, so now. Everyone does your one device now. So, welcome to the combined operations. And this is where they would have staged Operation Muskie itself. Now, before you get to Operation Muskie, has anyone heard of Operation Mincemeat? Right, so for those of you who haven't, this was essentially a photo plan taken when they were going to invade Sardinia and Greece. They were always on with themselves as been described as obviously this wasn't the truth. Otherwise, I'd be speaking Italian. Often goes to Spain to a continental world. Now, Spain wasn't officially neutral, and this is great. The only reason we won Spanish Civil War was the continental felony. So, some Spanish fishermen sent Tom's body naturally to report this to police. Worked its way within the Spanish-American hands, reaching and confirming the thoughts of itself.
This was a
These blue lights would have invaded the 6th Army.
operation.
And then the red lights were the British and the Canadians who were going to invade. Now, the Canadian Prime Minister at the time, William Mackenzie King, was very keen to make sure Canada wasn't involved in this operation as a separate unit. Now, Pat's job was made very easy thanks to a monthly loss in New York City by the The U.S. government asked him to inform all his people insisting on where locations
There's where
were, so
Pat
they were getting
beat
supplies,
Montgomery.
and to essentially welcome the Americans. And as a thank you, they deported him back to Sicily at the end of the war. To unfortunately supervisor, or well, it's how my boss says I'm doing a good job. If it's a good review, my name's Michael. If it's a bad review, my name's Pete. So I hope you guys enjoy this brief story. Well, this talk was for a general overview because I mean there was one thing off the ship, so obviously they would have had an analysis.
It's like Corleone.
You can see all the ships just being around. Kind of the only question. Well, Tanner was the naval commander, so it would have been the control center. No, maybe or
What happened was that after World War II, Malta actually became even more important as a central focal point for the Mediterranean. Remember, in 1967, there was the Egyptian War. So a lot was happening in the
So this
Mediterranean.
one is under construction. When it
NATO
stopped.
actually had their war room somewhere on the
St. John's, whatever.
Lived here, not only did he sleep here, he lived here.
As much as the laws that were written stated that the French soldiers would not interfere in the social life of the Maltese.
Become a bit closer, maybe, right? Because they tend to play a bit of music here at this time. All right, yeah, exactly.
Come on.
So first of all, thank you very much for being here once again, and I welcome you once again to Valletta and to St. John's Courtesy.
This was built in the
They had actually
1500s.
found a good architecture.
Very
So
austere
they built in a very somber
exterior.
safe. We have the two barrack columns which is holding up the open balcony. We have three coats of arms. On the northern extreme left we have the coat of arms of the Knights of the Holy Order of St. John. In the middle we have the coat of arms
St. John.
of Pope Gregory XIII, which are in marble and in inlaid marble, of course. They were all decorated at a very big expense by the knights themselves, and they possibly were all done and crafted in Sicily, right? In Sicily. And of course, then they were put in here. There are no Grand Masters buried here. They are all high-ranking knights, but no Grand Masters. The Grand Masters are buried in the crypt under the church, or else in the side chapels. And by the way, the chapels were put in to buttress and
And we're walking to dinner after seeing a really nice show explaining the artist who recreated the assassination, the beheading of John the Baptist, which is a huge mural at the end of the chapel we were just in. The Maltese people have concern and care about their environment. They keep it clean, and they,
Music from Malta.
in a constricted environment, they have a beautiful place, much the same way Bhutan is. Still walking, heading for the place we're going to eat.
Sorry, I'm in your video.
Big walls, ancient fortifications, pretty ancient. Old anyway. Several. And this is where we're going to eat. This is where we're going to eat. In a bunker. This is really cool.
There's sparkling here, I take it, because most people don't like the sparkling, so I take it. I don't mind. Yeah, either way. That's what it's going in. Here you go, Julian. That's sparkling.
The gentleman standing there by the harp is a knight of Malta. They're now speaking.
The Prince, Augusto Rufo di Cavallia, His Excellency, and he is
It's a real knight.
delegating me to welcome you. And this and on behalf of the charity
Cheers, guys. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
And this is a view outside the Hilton Malta, and we are heading to the airport. As you can see by the wind in the palms, there's a little bit of weather today, but this is an excellent hotel.
Views of the Med.
Beautiful views of the Med, which I took before. And, well,
On to Morocco.
a sculpture doing an impossible physical feat over the little pool here. So it's really well done. Malta is a very clean and civilized place.
Off we go. Is the math adding up?
I was
Well,
impressed.
we've got 5 that haven't come out
So
yet,
on
but-
to Marrakesh,
All right.
Morocco.